BNP Paribas, partenaire des plus belles histoires de Roland-Garros, aux côtés des ramasseurs de balles depuis plus de 50 ans.
I mean, I guess there's no such secret, I just continue playing, had few chances that I used, and then, it was a bit of a momentum shift. It was a bit early for me, 11 o'clock is not my preferable time, so I was a bit sleepy in the first two sets, and yeah, so it was a key to wake up, and then to play probably one of the best slam matches that I ever played in my life.
Thank you. We'll take questions in English, please.
Congratulations. Where did your belief come from? I mean, down first two sets were not close. Not probably a surface you probably don't enjoy overall very much. You don't have the most confidence in against a top 10 guy. Like, what made you think there could still be some life for you in this match?
I was not thinking this way. I was checking the tickets already in my head, so I didn't really care in a way. Like I was like I would accept the loss. I have won 12 or 13 matches on clay this year, so being second round here, it's already like an achievement for me because I have never won as many matches on clay as I did, so I was a bit tired. So for me, the outcome in 3 sets down was totally fine. So when I told my team, they know it, so it was not like if I would lose, I would be upset. No, I would be happy and I would be home today in Monaco at 9 o'clock in the evening, But at the end, I just said, okay, I stayed there, I hit the ball, and if I have a chance, I know that I'm capable of beating those guys. So, and then I had a slight chance. I used this chance, maybe Alex, a bit, when you play 5 setters, the third set is always tricky, 3-0 win is not really common. And yeah, so I had this little dip that he had, and I used it, and then it was a big momentum shift, and then I felt like, okay, why not? Why just not keep swinging, keep having, a great depth on the balls, and just see how it goes,
Were there times earlier in your career you think you might have given up more fully in this match than you did today?
You mean, excuse me?
I mean, like in other parts of your career when your mindset wasn't maybe as good, that you would have sometimes down 6-2, 6-2 would have just sort of tanked the third.
That's what I'm not going to tank on a slam, but I'm just saying that I would stay there, I'm 28 years old soon, I've been for 7 years in the top 50, and, I know the game, so if I have my chance, I use it. If I don't, thank you very much. Alex is a great player, one of the most stable guys on tour right now, and if you give me a chance, I use it. So he gave me a chance and I used it, but nothing more to add, if you would chop me 6-2, it's okay, I'll be home.
Any more questions? Yeah.
Just trying to see whether there was any kind of tactical change in that third set, because you had used, I think you used the drop shot a bit less in the third set, and went more for your, using your power base game.
Yeah, that may be true, but like Alex was, what the speed he was reaching, that's unbelievable. And I thought, okay, I had few chances. I hit the forehand clean, and I said, okay, today I feel the forehand good, so let's just continue with it, mix it up with a few drop shots, and it worked well. Tennis is about, winning the couple of crucial points, which went my way today, so I'm really happy with that.
I could just ask about the entertainment value there was fabulous. You really got the crowd on your side, and you were giving it the bows, and it looked as though you really enjoyed it out there. Yeah,
obviously, when you're coming back from the sets and you start feeling, that there is a hope. There's a hope that maybe he will give you certain points and certain mistakes. Then you just, enjoy it more. If you have a skill set to produce what I produced, is good. And obviously, having a crowd behind me, that's really, really nice, and it helped me a lot.
Alexander, when you said a couple of tournaments ago that remember when tennis was easy, like many guys have been saying quite the same, that the level is increasing. Mm-hmm. I want to know if you want to go deeper and discuss a little bit. We
have a discussion with Gael, mon fils, in Dubai. I was complaining, I was on a losing streak, and I said, Gael, it was so easy, it never happened that, everyone's playing so good. And he told me a really wise thought. He said, Alex, everyone become professional, now if you see everyone wakes up early, they do their runs, they do their treatments, they do everything. When I arrive on tour, there was few guys who were, really focused on doing their things. I'm not speaking about the greats, I'm speaking about Roger, Rafa, and Novak. I'm not speaking about them, but in general, population of, let's say, top 50, top 100 player, there were guys who were enjoying, their time, and they were not having physios. There were guys without coaches. And now just everyone is super professional. And of course, me, I'm not the most professional guy on the planet. And for me, it's just find a way to beat those guys when they're better at their routines like twice than I am. So this is what like with Gael we had, and he said like, you know, you just wait for your chances. You have your chances, you use it. If you waste it, it's your problem. And then, I mean, it's a bit changed my perspective because I stopped complaining a lot about that. I mean, only with Mohammed, but it was just fun. So yeah, it changed a lot. And yeah, as you can see, like everyone is professional now, which is concerning. I believe we should have more room for fun. But everyone's professional, so it's quite tough to play tennis, huh?
Sasha, sorry if this was asked right at the beginning. You've had some big wins through your career. This is the third time I think you've come back from 2 sets to love down to win. With a result like that and the emotion in this sort of a match, where would you rate it with some of the comebacks you've had?
I think it's definitely one of the best performances I did on a slam, you know, like game-wise. I had a similar match against Andrei Rublev in Wimbledon for a round in 2023. Because slams are quite tough for me, to be honest. Like, I'm not really a fan of the format, you know. It's always like one day you play 9 o'clock, then you play 11. So for me, I'm not really, you know, the guy who wakes up always at the same time and, you know, do their things. And so for me, it's a bit tough to be on a slam and 2-week events. But, you know, this win is, I'm sure this is one of the best that I had on the slams and maybe overall on the tour, because it's against Alex, you know, it's probably one of the most uncomfortable opponents for me. He's overworking me, you know, overplaying me, running for every shot, doesn't give up, you know, and to be able to use my chances as I used it today. So every chance that I had since the third set, I used it and I won the match like this. So yeah, it's one of the most important wins.
Last one in English.
And just continuing on from that, I know you can't sort of be in a situation of thinking, oh, I've got this till the last point is played. But during the match, was there any moment where you felt this is really going my way? I can go ahead, I can do this today.
I guess I know in the third set, I mean, he was playing unbelievable. You know, he was reaching all my drop shots. I couldn't make a winner against him. He was returning unbelievable. And then I said, okay, I mean, it's okay. You know, it's just a tennis match. If I lose it, I lose. I go home, as I said. And then at a certain moment, he made a few mistakes. He gave me the break. And I said, okay, it's just a set. You know, maybe 6-2 in the fourth will be fine too. And then he gave another break. And then I slipped my serve, and then I started fighting. You know, it was like fun, and you know, I woke up, which is the most important thing, because for me at 11 o'clock, it's super complicated to play. Like, I'm not waking up at that time. Like, I'm usually like at 10 and 9, I would wake up, you know, have my coffee, speak to my family, play with my son. You know, like at 12, I may be out of the apartment, maybe, not even sure. That is impossible. Like at 11 o'clock for me. So if I wake up, then I can say, okay, how do I feel today? I feel good. I feel this and that. So can I win this match against the opponent I have today with these tools that I feel the best today? And at a certain moment I said, yes, I can. So let's give it a try. So, and it worked out, but in most of, I mean, of course, and I said, like, you had to keep your serve against Alex in the third set when you're 2 sets to love down. And it's, for me, the key was to wake up and to use my chances, as I said.